Since I was 14 years old, been definitely a dedicated fan to Suicide Silence. Been following their music and Mitch's vocal style and stage presence most definitely for most of my years as a vocalist myself. Been following the band for, a good amount of years and seen a lot of what the band itself and Mitch himself have done for a lot of people in the metal community and for just people in general, and being a great dad and a husband to his wife and kids and fucking just being there for everybody. Suicide Silence and Mitch have done a lot for everybody, and for him to pass, it's really hard on everybody, and it's just been a complete disaster for fucking everybody. Yeah, I can't really say anymore. I'm gonna cry.
Good shit, man.
All I gotta say is because of my brother, I've gotten into Suicide Silence and every other death metal band, and if I didn't know my brother, then I've known none of this music. And because of Mitch, I've grown so much into death metal. It's pretty sad that he's passed away.
Mitch was my real reason for getting into music. Like, before all these like scene band came out, like before all these scene bands came out, like Mitch was who wanted, like, made me want to write music. He wrote the music I would love to portray. Like, he wrote music that I felt. I didn't fucking just listen to it.
He felt
I felt it. Yeah.
It's like he was writing music for you.
Yeah.
It's like, it just kind of just...
Him and Simple Plan. No homo. But don't tell anyone that.
It's on video.
I'll bleep Simple Plan. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank God. But like, he was the main reason I even started writing music. My lyrics are all for him now. Like, they're for everyone. They're not just my own.
That bull wrote some pretty sick ass shit.
Yeah.
And the way he spit it out was just like, he hit that fucking piercing ass scream. And fucking like, he would go into like his just those low ass growls, dude.
Yeah.
And the words that he was saying just made it like all come together.
His lyrics
In my
made it for
opinion.
me.
Never understood how that whole did his high. It's so sick.
His stage presence, just what has really caught me, because I saw Unanswered. That was my first song I've ever really listened to them.
Unanswered.
And I saw
actually heard that he cried on stage.
Like,
that's epic right
that
there.
video.
I've never
honestly,
even heard that, and that's still
just
hella
seeing his
sick.
stage presence is amazing. Just seeing how into it. I've never seen a member or any band get so into their own music, to get into their own music and play their fucking heart out. I don't care if you say you're local, you rep in your city, or you're just a band on tour and you say you love making music. I'm sorry, you can never live up to Suicide Silence and how much stage presence they had.
He was an inspiration. Like,
I'm sure everybody here has a story.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best I could do. Like
we can probably stand here talking about for like 2 days straight about everyone's story, everyone's like background.
He's got the best looking dead body in that grave, though.
Seriously.
Oh, fuck.
That sexy bitch.
That nigga's ripped.
I really wish I brought my poster board that I have that I'm doing a portrait of him for, and I'm going to send it to Jolie. And I should have brought it so I could have had everyone here sign it and said something.
I'm actually, okay, actually,
Go get it.
And I only
I want everyone here, I literally want everyone here to sign this poster, this Suicide Silence poster. I want everyone here to sign it.
Sure. Everyone writes small.
Yeah, please write small.
I'd like to still see it.
He seemed like he had a really good sense on family, and he didn't leave that behind, and he was a real nice guy.
I didn't really know, we didn't know him much, besides, his music, which fucking completely, that's who, I mean, he was, Suicide Silence was the beginning band for me. That's why I listen to Black Dahlia Murder, and that's why I listen to Whitechapel, because they were the first band there. And as a vocalist, I based a lot of my vocals off of him. And he's never met me, he doesn't know who the fuck I am, but he's had a big impact on my life and the person I am. And it's like it's the butterfly effect. This little thing happens here, boom, fucking Hitler could have been dead for all anyone else. Just the smallest thing changed. I could be a completely different person. It sucks that someone's life like that, and from what we've seen, such a great person is just taken away so early by something so minuscule, and so it's not the way to go, especially not his way. He shouldn't have gone like that. It's fucked up.
All I really heard from a lot of people was that Mitch was one of the nicest guys that people have ever actually met. And just like everybody else, I heard that he was an amazing father, and I think he's a fantastic musician, and that he will definitely be missed by all musicians and fans, and we're sad to see him go.
I would hope to even have the half stage presence, because I want to be a singer. I do. But I would hope to have even that half, even a quarter stage presence they did. Mm-hmm. And they just made my life. Like, I'm not even joking.
They seriously nailed it, dude.
They
like,
blew it up for a lot of people.
Like, to go like what you're saying, there's so many bands that fucking sound like Suicide Silence, like, just because of like how much they're influenced off that band, you know what I mean? So like, needless to say, there's hell like people that are like already trying to sound like them. I don't know. That's just how impactful they are.
That's try to sound like the moon.
Hell yeah.
No one's ever gonna match that full scream. So.
And another cool thing about Suicide, dude, is that they fucking had hella love for Deftones, dude, because they covered Engine 9.
Oh, yeah.
And that
Engine
shit is
9.
sick.
That is like my favorite. That is literally my favorite cover ever done. Like, I'm not even joking.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna not be super Christian-y and fucking whiny about this shit.
Good.
Because Mitch is fucking metal. And not a fucking pussy. Well, this is awkward because Nathan's making it awkward. Mitch was a great musician. He was definitely a good father from what I could tell and what I've heard about him. He'll definitely be one of the most missed musicians of our generation, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch Lucker was literally my inspiration for even starting music.
So good at screaming.
He was my inspiration for music.
It doesn't even matter about screaming or anything. It's what he represented.
He represented the truth. All they did was sing about the truth and something that actually meant something to him.
Yeah.
Not like other singers who sing about nonsense. He was actually true.
Yeah, he took time writing his lyrics, and everybody's like, "Oh, this."
He didn't take time writing about ex-girlfriends and shit like that.
True that.
I think what really captivated me the most about Mitch is how I read online on his page literally the day he died of this kid who posted on there saying he literally lost someone he can never call a friend ever again because every time he saw Mitch from the time he was 14, Mitch remembered him. He went up to him and said, I'm not doing too good, I lost my girlfriend in a car accident. And he sat there and said, I hope things get better for you. Talk to him, calmed him down a little. A year or so later, he sees him again, sees that boy has cut marks on his arm. Gave him this big old lecture on how he shouldn't do it, what's wrong with it, and he talked to him. Another year goes by, he sees him again, Mitch recognizes him and says, hey, how are you doing? And all that stuff. So the fact that he showed that dedication to know his fans and knew just one person out of the thousands of people who have seen him, and he recognized his face and asked, how are you doing, was just the greatest thing that I've seen. Never personally met the guy, and I'm kind of sad and disappointed that I still have yet to see them. knowing I may not be able to see them again, but just watching his videos, seeing them live, it's just amazing. And I know, even though I've never seen it, but their music has just done so much on everyone, I think, me, because of course we all get a little angry, want to punch walls, and just want to say fuck the world, pull the trigger, bitch.
You only live once.
Only live once. So, and
you only live once, so go fucking nuts.
Yep. So just listening to those songs, I've really just thought that, man, I could do so much better. I don't need to put my hate into the world when I could just put it into music, or just listen to that angry music and scream and yell it out just like Mitch did.
My favorite thing about Mitch was he wasn't a cocky bastard about his music. If you see his Facebook, it's just him and his family. Not about him doing drugs and about him doing all this and that. It's him and his family. That was the best thing about him. He was a people person. He was loved by everyone, and he loved everybody just as much.
The guy was a sick ass screamer. We lost one of the greats for sure. He's been one of my favorites. I'm gonna miss him.
Suicide Silence will never be the same.
No, you can't replace that guy. No.
I always heard that he was a real generous guy, that he has done so many spontaneous random things for people. Like I read online that there was a girl who was stranded and she had no gas, like she had no money to get home. This girl was sitting outside for 2 hours just crying, and Mitch came up and gave her $40 and said, "Get home safely." Like, that is a true man. That is somebody who puts people before himself.
I miss Mitch so much. He inspired me so much. He changed this world completely. His music, his lyrics, everything. It's sad that he's gone. It feels not real, but it is. Rest in peace, Mitch.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Let's give us silence for Mitch. Anything you like to say, Ethan?
It just fucking sucks because Joffrey Cowboy, Bring the Horizon, and Suicide Silence were the bands that got me into it. Stop being a little gangster kid. Seen Suicide Silence like 3 times, and they were all fucking awesome. He's had the most incredible stage performance I've ever seen, like from any band. He's definitely not a dick like most artists, and like just doesn't give a fuck. Like the funny thing is he just always wanted to like meet everyone. Like at shows he was just like, oh, I gotta sign this, I gotta like talk to him, I gotta like talk to her, gotta give her a hug, like gotta get pictures. Like he didn't really care about just getting that out of there, and that was a really big and important thing. Like that's just what made him stand out the most. Just fucking sucks that he's gone, because like that just means there's no more Suicide Silence.
The genre, death metal genre, won't be the same without him either.
No.
He was an idol to every band.
Everyone.
Everyone. Oliver Sykes even idoled him.
He wanted to be like him, could tell it in the hair.
Could tell it with the tattoo.
Tattoos. Oh man, look at that guy. Like pretty damn sexy. Oh, you don't look like that.
I'm trying to scream like him too.
Yeah, and
then
he
fuck
did
up
too
my
many
voice.
drugs, so he fucked up his voice.
Who stayed beautiful.
Give it up for Mitch!
I can't do it.
That's what you want to fucking
See you guys around. Yeah, sure.
See you, dude. Thanks for coming.
See you, man.
Later, man.
Look at Yug now.
Yeah, see you, man.
Shit, man.
We all love you.